Hey, what's up, guys? We're here with the PickDawgz Soccer crew. Thank you for joining us here for another matchup in the Champions League on Tuesday. That's another early game, if I'm not mistaken, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And this one is actually 12:45 p.m. Eastern Time. I do apologize. And this one is between Atalanta and Sturm Graz. This one is being played in Italy, Jack. Atalanta so far in the Champions League, they're in 13th place, which is one of those playoff spots, but fairly close to the top eight who are getting straight into the knockouts. While Sturm Graz, I mean, theoretically, they still have a chance to get into the playoffs. They need a couple of wins, and then they need a bunch of favorable results from other teams. I just don't see that happening, if I'm being honest. They've scored only 4 goals so far in the Champions League, conceded 9, only 1 win and 5 losses. And this definitely looks like a game that Atalanta should get the job done.
Yeah. To be honest, I honestly say like Sturm Graz, they probably have less than 1% chance of getting through, but it's not zero, right? So they're gonna come, they're gonna go for the win, and well, it's now or never, right? It's win or go home. So I think Sturm, it's tough, man. I don't think they're the best team, obviously, but I also don't think Atalanta are actually playing good at all right now. Like it's been a terrible start to January to start 2025, and I think Sturm can really make this difficult for Atalanta. Maybe Atalanta win 1-0 in this game, maybe 2-1 if Sturm Graz can score early, and that suits a +1.5. So I'm going to ride with Sturm on the +1.5 at nearly +150.
Yeah, Atalanta is playing in the worst form of the season right now. They haven't beaten anyone in their last 5 games, coming off of a loss, a home loss to Napoli, which it's. I mean, Napoli is leading the league right now, and they're playing an outstanding football. But they haven't scored a lot of goals against pretty much any other opponents, and then they scored 3 against Atalanta. So that tells you a lot about Atalanta's defense right now, Kirk. Um, but then again, we have Sturm on the other side, the team that's just not that good. They haven't played a competitive match since the break started. They had a bunch of friendlies. So, do you think there's some kind of advantage for Atalanta when we look at that stuff?
I just think these two teams are completely different stratospheres in terms of quality. Storm could be undefeated in the league, and Atalanta could be winless in the league, and I would still take Atalanta every day, Sunday, Friday, Saturday, June, July, October, 2022, 2028, whatever year, whatever day. This is going to be a disgusting game for Sturm Graz. I'm sorry, Jack. If you're right, congrats. I just don't see how you are. I think you just want to be different in this one. So I don't think there's
You're
much.
telling me I want to be different coming
I don't
from
think
you.
I don't think there's much reasoning behind your pick. At least there's reasoning behind mine. I'm just going to go with Atalanta to score in both halves at -150. There's like two teams right now that should score 5 goals each in this group stage on Tuesday. It's Atalanta and Stuttgart. That's all I have to say.
I mean, if I'm being honest, you could still both hit your free picks if it ends 2-1 and Atalanta scores one in the first half and the other one is in the second half. But that means I'm going to lose my pick because I took Atalanta -2 at -116. Yes, their form is pretty bad right now, but this is the Champions League, and this is the game that matters because it could get them a step closer to the top eight and going straight to the knockouts without that playoff game. And they have to bounce back at some point. So I think that they will bounce back against Sturm at home. So I'm taking Atalanta -2 at -116. That's it, guys. Once again, thank you
Jack
for
wants to
joining us
say
here.
something.
I was gonna add a stat.
Oh, sorry.
I like my wacky stats here. I've been doing a lot of them recently, and actually, Kirk said I didn't have reasoning. I just forgot to reel off this reason. Again, it's historical. It's not really much to go off. But the 4 times Sturm have played on the road against Italian teams, they've only lost by 1 goal. So there you go.
Who'd they play? Like it's Bologna U16 or some shit?
I don't know. No, it would have been in European competitions. Obviously, it'd probably be Europa League and stuff like that.
Mm.
But gives me a hopeful chance.
Anyways, guys, that's it. Like I said, thank you for joining us. Check out our premium picks on the pickdawgz.com website or by clicking the links in the description of this video. My premiums are already up, so you can get that 3-pack that I have going on and join all three of us, put all three of us in that 3-4 capper promotion, guys, and let's win some money together. That's it, and we'll see you soon.